All right, so we've been talking about speaking your truth. Your truth, not somebody else's, not every truth that comes into your head, because we all have a filter. So we've also talked about safety. So I want to talk about that. First, I want to tell you a story. When Catherine and I decided to get married, we started planning our wedding, which meant we had to have a place to get married, and we had to have the house fixed up, and we had to have everyone invited at a certain time, not around the holidays, and this person had to be able to come and that one, and there kept being all these obstacles to us getting married. So we finally said, let's just go somewhere and get married. Let's just go to City Hall, make a local photography later. And then, believe it or not, my talented wife is also a very talented astrologer. So she said, let me find the date where we should get married. So she found the date and then ran it by some astrologer friends, and everyone said, yeah, August 29th at 5 o'clock is the perfect time for you to get married. Wow. So we looked for a place. Yeah, it was the most psychedelic experience of my life. Let's talk for another time. So we found a place that could accommodate us August 29th at 5 o'clock. It's a little chapel downtown. And we just took my sister as a good cinematographer. She took the picture you saw her. So we go, we meet the woman who's filling out the paperwork, and she turned out to be the person who would marry us. And within a few minutes, Catherine asked me a question, I said yes, and the woman said, oh no, from now on it's yes ma'am, no ma'am, and she's the boss, and she's cheating me about not getting her roses except for on Valentine's Day, and all these things that don't apply to us whatsoever. Really weird. Around the same time, there was a guy remodeling our home, and she doesn't care too much about the details of the house except for certain things. I was the guy interacting with this guy. So a tile wouldn't fit. He'd say, oh, she's not going to like that. I said, she doesn't care about that. The next day he's going to say, he said, was she mad about the tile? She was mad about tile. And something wouldn't fit in the door. He said, did you get in trouble about the door? I said, dude, I don't get in trouble. This is constant. You know how women are. Oh, she pissed off. Constantly. Where does all this come from? We're in sort of a bubble in this conscious community in Los Angeles. Yeah. When you get outside of it, this is the story that people have in their heads about how women and men interact. Where does that come from? I don't watch television anymore, but if you turn it on for a few hours, I know what you're going to be bombarded with. There's messages and images about the supposed war between men and women, where men are inconsiderate slobs who only want sex, but not real intimacy or affection. Women are controlling nags who are frigid and never want sex and just wish men would leave them alone. Where your life is basically over once you're in a committed relationship, and especially if you get married, because you're never having sex again. You don't want to see each other, and all you're going to do is fight. And all of these messages and images are going to be laced with the kind of behavior that's been normalized by mainstream culture. It's teasing, joking, and sarcasm. So, let's look at this behavior. Teasing, we teach kids, is not a nice thing to do. It's going to isolate you from other people. It's not going to make you any friends. Joking, and I mean the kind of jokes that are told at someone else's expense, will also keep people away from you. I was raised in an environment where good-natured jokes were the order of the day. That's where you got attention. So I got pretty good at doing that myself. I specifically remember one night standing with a group of friends, and a friend of mine, named Josh, had organized a movie night for the next night. So we were all partying, and I said, see you tomorrow. And he said, what do you mean tomorrow? I said, it's a movie night. You organized it. He said, oh yeah. And I started to make the second joke, which would have been, it's a good thing you're not in charge of emergency evacuation. Or insert stupid joke here. And he would have liked it. And he would have laughed. And he would have taken it well. But it would have hurt him a little bit. So I stopped myself and I said, don't do it. And I pretty much stopped telling those kind of jokes and joking with people in that way. So if I'm not going to joke with people who I barely know in that manner, why am I going to do that with my blood? How about sarcasm? Webster's dictionary defines sarcasm as a sharp and often satirical or ironic utterance designed to cut or give pain. It doesn't sound like there's any room for that in an intimate relationship. But this has been normalized by mainstream culture. This is how you act with one another. Why is that? Well, one theory is that we live in a consumer society. And for better or worse, you're supposed to buy things. Unhappy people buy more things. Just unhappy single people sitting home alone wishing they had someone. Unhappy couples go out and distract themselves from a relationship that they're not having, from the intimacy that they don't have. So, this is behavior that we tell children not to have, but when we grow up, we're told we should learn to take a joke, get a thicker skin, not be so sensitive about things. I don't think the onus is on you to not be so sensitive to abusive behavior, what might be mildly passive-aggressive behavior. I think the onus is on the other person. Let me put it this way. I think we are 100% responsible for our reactions to what people say and do.
Mm-hmm.
I also think we're responsible for the things that we say and do when it comes to someone we're in a relationship with. And when we do and say things that are hurt. So, when these things happen in relationships, it's just natural that resentment starts building up. Someone once said that resentment is the poison that I take to get back at you. It's really a useless emotion. I think resentment should only be there to tell you that something's wrong and it needs to be fixed. Resentment is cumulative. Something happens, someone tells a joke you don't like, you get into an argument or disagreement that's not resolved because you fight about it for a while and you just decided it should be over, but it's not really resolved. It's like picking up a little rock and sticking it in a suitcase. It's not a big deal. A couple more rocks, not a big deal. After a while it starts getting really heavy and your arm starts hurting. And you're in constant pain, and you can't wait to dump all the rocks out of the suitcase. So after some passive-aggressive behavior, unresolved conflict, joking, teasing, sarcasm, pretty soon someone leaves the refrigerator door open, or forgets to pick up salt at the store, and you can't wait to dump all the rocks out of the suitcase in a giant fight. And it's not about the refrigerator door, about the salt. It's about that thing that happened the week before, and the thing somebody said a month before, and the thing that's been resolved a year before. So how do we get out of this? We try to cut down on resentment as much as possible. And there's a process for that. The process starts with some agreements that you might have with each other. And these are agreements that we have between each other.